Hi, and welcome to Andy's Let's Plays. Today we're playing Tera. Okay guys, hi, welcome back to episode number 120 of Andy's Big Sorcerer Let's Play. I am happy to say that we maintained our name. This is post-server merge, as you might have been able to guess by our somewhat reduced frame rate and the crazy number of people hanging out here in town. Oh my god. Oops. I didn't even see these guys over here. Wow. I want to check something real quick. Post-server merge. I'm just curious. I don't really have the money for it right now, but Chrono. Looks like Chrono Scrolls are going for about 1,800 gold, so definitely good that we snapped them up when we had the chance there. I suspect more will go back on the market as people add them back in, but wow, look at these guys' gear. This is so cool. Seems like the game's running pretty well, all things considered. But our next goal is going to be heading over here. I'm going to go ahead and sort up our gear, and we are going to, let's see, what do we have here? Our old disc. Alright. Anyway, we are going to go ahead out into Sienna Canyon here, since, you know, we've just got to keep questing. So, you know, the server merge was a pretty big deal. Not gonna lie, I was quite nervous about getting my names for my various characters, but I was successful in doing so, so I'm very happy about that. And hopefully that means that I'm good. I know that there's a bit of a method to contest if your name is gone or something, like somebody else took it and it's a level 1, and we could maybe contest it, I don't know, but hopefully I'm not gonna lose my names, so we'll see. Alright, we got all of these quests. Turn that in, come over here, get this one, save the Struthios, giant accomplishments. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and into our quest log. We want to go ahead and unfollow Zothi Must Fall, because that will just confuse us if that's hanging out there. Then we're going to go and use an Infused Charm, and let's go ahead and use an Onslaught Charm and an Ethereal Charm. And looks like we've got a more powerful one, so we can't apply Lesser Infused yet. We want... There we go. Greater Infused. Perfect. Alright, so we need to kill a number of guys. Looks like our first goal is going to be fighting these Carnage Fiends, so we should find them right out here. Yep. Here we go. And so something I'm going to be kind of keeping an eye on is how our performance seems to be going compared to prior to the server merge. It's entirely possible that by consolidating the servers, they've made them a bit more powerful so that each individual player's experience is better, in addition to getting more people on one server. Because I think we now have like the equivalent of 9 times as many people on the server at any given time, which is it's quite a lot. But we'll just have to see how that goes. You know, now that I've got my names, I'm willing to say that this was a out-and-out success. You know, I was nervous about it. I think that there are plenty of people. I mean, you gotta figure that for any given name, one person gets it, and, you know, 6 or 7 are disappointed, but I got mine, so... And that's a horribly selfish way of being, so don't be like that, but you know what I mean. I'm content with the way that this went, and, you know, I've never seen so many people online before, so it's really kind of exciting to see them all together. It will make questing more difficult, I think, though, if, you know, fortunately we are on PvE still, so we don't really need to worry about people trying to attack us while we're questing or anything like that. However, could mean competition for mobs. On the other hand, Certainly the possibility for shorter dungeon queues, finding groups to do quests, all that good stuff. So, you know, we may as well jump onto groups that are doing group quests now. I'm sure we'll see some of those. I'm going to flip over to the General tab, which follows global chat in addition to my guild chat. So if you are curious about you know, what people are talking about in game, feel free to take a look. I may try and pay attention to it, but there's a lot being said, so you know. There we go. Kill the Carnage Fiends. We also got to kill those rolling guys, but I want to try to finish these quests one at a time. There we go. That first attack missed, and that's just awful. Alright. But yeah, it seems to be running really smoothly, surprisingly so. When we were in town, we're getting about 20 FPS, which is not awful considering there was like at least, you know, 20, 25 people or so just hanging out in that spot. So that's more models that it normally has to deal with. And I'm not surprised that our game slowed down a bit. Out in the world, we're getting about 30 to 40 FPS, which is quite respectable. I'm currently seeing about a 30% load on the CPU, which is completely typical. So it basically seems to fully use 1/4 of my CPU. I've got a quad-core processor, which means that it's hyper-threading to 8 cores. And as such, it may be that it's capable of using 2 cores, and then you know, it's possible I could get better performance by disabling hyper-threading, but 40 FPS seems to be more than enough. If I disable recording, then I basically double my FPS as well. So, you know, it's the sort of thing where if I'm just playing on my own, I can do that. I can disable the FPS, or I can disable the recording and have the game run all the better. But yeah. Alright, we'll take out one group of these since this guy's hanging out by the Writing Stone. Yeah, how do you like that, you jerk? Oh, he's already dead. Wow. Okay, nice. Yeah, so we'll just be working towards level 55. You know, still haven't killed that guy in the cave, obviously. But, it's something we're working on. And yeah, I'm pretty excited about this. If anything, this just makes me want to play all the more just to see how the game continues to develop. They put out a post talking about some interesting things that they want to try to do this fall, including stuff like a Halloween event and more micro events, possibly something in the line of like a scavenger hunt or trivia, that kind of thing. So that'll be pretty interesting. As another note, your UI, if you get in game, is probably screwed up. That's because I think the UI data is normally tied to certain elements are tied to your account, certain elements are tied to the server and character to let you customize them differently. So yeah, you're gonna find that your UI is probably screwed up. But that's fine, you can fix that. Let's see, we've got 10 of these guys, so we need 2 more. In other news, in addition to being preposterously busy, so of course I shouldn't be playing extra games, because goodness knows I don't have spare time just lying around by the bucket full. I got Borderlands 2 yesterday, I think? Yeah, yesterday evening. And man, oh man, that is a fun game. I say that pretty excitedly, but I've only put in about 2 hours so far, because, like I said, ridiculously busy. But, yeah, Borderlands 2 is where it's at, and I might make, since I have it for PC, I might make it some videos or stream some of that in the future. I don't know. We'll have to see. But it is really, really fun to play, and it is beautiful as a game. I love the cel shading style. All of the textures and things look like they're as high or higher resolution and whatnot than the first Borderlands, so it's got a lot of options. You can tweak it to run really well and just be a beautiful game, so I'm quite thrilled with that. I think we got all of that plant. Oh, nice. Our plant collecting's up to 256. We're moving on up. Oh boy. So we're gonna see some interesting arguments over the next sort of while here, because I just saw somebody in chat saying, "Oh, you don't deserve that name." It's it's kind of interesting. You know, people are going to be seeing other people with what they consider their name. So, like, I don't know. I would be pretty irked if I saw Big running around doing stuff in game, and I was like, man, I'm supposed to have that name. You know, that would make me feel really bad about, like, continuing to play. As much as it would make me feel bad, I would still play. Mainly because I was thinking about it today, and I decided that I have an alternate name in case I couldn't get my name, which would be Blinkwell, which I mentioned a couple episodes back. I think that would be an okay name, but I'm glad we got ours. There we go. Grab these. So, yeah. People are not going to be happy when they don't have their names. So some people may stop playing because of that. I don't know. That's cool. Hyena just walk right into my attack and then aggro to me. Cool. Turn this on. All right. I guess we can't blink away from them enough. I thought maybe, you know, blinking away would be enough. Dear God, these things are persistent. Okay, we almost got him down. So, yeah, it'll be really neat to see over the next, you know, next couple weeks, especially how well, I was gonna say the guild, but how the whole game kind of settles into this different server configuration. You know, there's a lot of people. Yeah. Oh no, somebody got that node. This is like the first time we've ever actually had somewhat of a competition for resources and stuff. Kinda interesting. Alright. Nice. 6 out of 16 hyenas down. Gotta throw some more attacks at these guys. Bam, bam, bam. That ought to kill him. Yep. There we go. I figured we'd help him out. So, yeah, it's gonna be interesting seeing, you know, who... I'm pretty sure... I know that on the PvE server... sorry, the PvP server, that from what I saw, everybody more or less in the guild got their names, so that's pretty good. I know Sekhmet got his, I think Elbrar got his, so if you're familiar with any of the people that are sort of high up in Tera Let, then you'll know from that Tera Let is successfully on the new server. The guild name's intact, all that good stuff. So the guild merger is the other thing that was going to be problematic about this, but it's kind of interesting, you know. We'll have to see. I don't think anybody else had the name Tera Let, but somebody probably tried to steal it. So, alright. Bam. Bam, bam, bam. Nice. These hyenas are going down without too much trouble. And that's good, you know, they're level 54. This is spot on for where we should be in terms of leveling, dealing damage, all that good stuff. So I'm not surprised that these quests are relatively easy. I mean, they're easy not because we run through them so quickly, but just because there's not a huge amount of effort involved in just casting spells, killing a hyena. You know, we don't really have to avoid them or worry about our health or mana or anything like that. So nice, we actually managed to catch that guy. Sometimes I notice something that I tend to do, and I apologize for this, but if I'm like focusing on trying to pull off something, like running away from an enemy and then hitting them with an ability and timing things correctly, I have a tendency to get quieter. And I know that you probably miss my lovely, lovely voice commentating every second of every episode of Tera, but I sometimes get quiet, and that's just how it is. So. Let's see here. Ruins Hyena. This is your last day. Go ahead and restore some mana. Should be able to. There we go. Nice. The reason I still use restore mana, especially when we have the speed increasing buff on, is because it's a nice passive buff that continues to give me a good amount of regen and really helps to keep my mana up over time. It lasts 20 seconds, which is amazing, and then there's the fact that I don't have to worry about how close I am to an enemy. It helps with the keeping range thing, even though I can move and practically, you know, sort of instant cast the steel mana one. I never really know how effective it's going to be, and at least I can count on the mana regen buffing ability. All right, let's see here. There we go. That was weird. I think I hit my symbols assigning thing as well. All right, there we go. We got that. Still need more Riston ore, so we'll head back in this direction. Try to pick up one more item. People are saying, do not go to Velica. It's a lag fest. I'm tempted to go to Velica. If I do so, it'd just be to see how many people are around, that kind of thing. It would expose us to a lot of lag, and I have a feeling that's going to mean low frame rates and, you know, all sorts of trouble like that. If that's the case, we're just going to have to sort of take that for what it is and accept that, and, you know, go try to record there anyway. So we'll see. We'll see. All right, we got lurking rock crawlers. Nice. I took out all the little guys, and there's that. Wow, we just need 12 machine parts too, so that's relatively easy. We have a Luria plant here, nice. I like these things. They're like buried pineapples. At least that's what they look like to me. Alright. Blast them, blast them. Nice. Two more things. 2 more machine parts. So now we just need 5 more. And then we're also going to need Cryon Explorers and these other 2 guys that are hanging out down in the valley. So we'll probably turn in a few of our quests, then go after them. And that takes out those guys. Nice. We have lots and lots of guild battles being declared as well. I think that's probably a result of all active GVGs being dropped when the servers transferred. In addition, you've got new guilds like, you know, ones that would have been kind of contentious with each other before, that are just now kind of seeing each other and able to fight, so that's interesting. Yeah, let's go ahead and take on these Cryon Explorers and whatnot, try to take out Verishka and Narak, because we'll do that, we'll turn in our quests, and then probably hit up Velika and explore around, see what we see. It'll just be quick. These guys... Ooh, yeah, these guys seem to have a decent amount of health, so we're gonna need to be careful of them. My whole arsenal just took him down to about half health. Trigger that, and that, and I see what's going on here. It's past the expiration of our mana regen. So let me go ahead and drop a fire. Been using these a lot more recently, and we will go ahead and put an infused charm in as well. So what do we get? Major infused charm. It's good enough. That'll keep us going. Come on, buddy. Not enough mana. Not enough mana. Why? There we go. I want this guy in the storm as long as I can keep him there. Oh boy, he's doing backflips and stuff. There we go. Get away from him a little bit. Hopefully that mana regen plus waiting while we casted will, there we go. Let us take him out. Perfect. So we'll go ahead and do that. Bam, 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 bam. That confused him. Look at him stumbling around in that ice storm. Ha ha ha. Scary. There we go. 3 of them down. We only need 3 more. We also need to get down towards the end of this valley so that we can take out the other 2 guys. Alright. Bam, bam, bam. I also need to look up what the name of this server is now. I read it in the press release the other day, and now I've totally forgotten it. But it is the PvE server. Obviously, we're still on PvE, because they just mashed all those together. So, you know, any of you that are watching and are on the PvE server now, feel free to, you know, add me as a friend or whatever you want. You know, if you're just want to say hi sometime, cool. If I'm on, I'm probably recording, because, like I said, fairly busy, and most of the time that I'm playing, I'm recording, you know, because gotta get that done. But yeah, I'll try to answer you guys or whatever and say hi, so, you know, feel free. Whatever you want to do. Oh boy. There we go. Keep him in in the storm. Perfect. That killed him. I feel like we were getting really low frame rate there, and that worries me a little bit, but it might have just been because of the spell effects too. So, alright, we'll go ahead and throw down one more of these guys. Bam, bam, bam. And then we are going to have lots of quests to turn in. Okay. There we go. Got him. Alright, so we'll head back to the camp here, turn in these. I'm sure we'll get more quests, probably sending us to Feldrin's Ravine after this. But at least we've got a little bit of time here. I think it's probably worth popping back to Velica just to see how everything is going, you know. So anyway, hopefully, as far as I can tell, this episode's been pretty straightforward, glitch-free, etc. So hopefully everything went fine. I don't have any reason to expect it wouldn't, and you know, we'll see over time if we get better performance or the same or worse or whatever on the new server. But I suspect it'll be pretty much the same, just with more people. When we are around... Oh, hey! Yay! And I see the glyph points increased by 1, so that confirms my question one way or the other. At least now we know when you level up beyond level 50, I thought maybe you got 2 points, you do only get 1. So, now you know. Now I know. Alright. Wow, so that got us the rest of that level, and then about 11, almost 12% of the way through our next one. So I'm going to go ahead and use Velic's Horn here, and pop back to Velica. Let's see what we see. It's loading up slowly. I don't see anybody at the warp in. There's one person. Another person just warped in. Normally people tend to hang out either by the flight point or, you know... Oh, okay, looks like there's a couple people there. Nothing too unusual. But lots of people tend to hang out by the bank, so let's see what we see there. Oh wow, okay, so we got some people here. We got like 15 frames per second now. Oh my. Okay. So we got lots of people now. Oh my! Wow. That's a lot of people. Wow. That's crazy. I can't even tell how many people that is. We're still getting about 30 frames per second. Lots of them are low quality. I think that's just because they're loading up slowly. Also, come on, people with the spell effects, really? You gotta slow everybody down more than they already are. So, yeah, it's, that's pretty cool. It's neat seeing all the people there, even if a bunch of them are gray, boxy shadow things. And then, as we wait around here, more and more of these people are sort of correctly colored and modeled and everything, so I guess maybe these people are dueling? No, I don't think they're dueling. Alright, but yeah, this is pretty cool. Now we got all of these people in here. My. Lots of people. Cool. And let's see, we'll head out this way. Yeah, looks like there's a decent number of people. Oh wow, just hit a big FPS drop. Doesn't look like anything too unusual down in that direction. But over here, there may be more people because there's another bank and stuff. And yep, there's like more people than I've ever seen at both of these banks combined just at this one. And this is the less popular one, I think, so. Alrighty, well, hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. It's neat to see all these new people. And we'll look forward to next time. See what else is new. So, see you then. Bye.